how do you define what it is Brentwood Growth does, and what makes it unique?
So we are sell-side advisors, meaning we work directly with the business owner and we get paid by the business owner when a successful transaction is completed. And there are different advisors out there. Some, like ourselves, work exclusively on the sell side, and others work on the buy side, where they have an agreement with the buyer that they're trying to find businesses for them to buy. So we work exclusively on the sales side. We work with service providers and contractors in the residential, industrial, and commercial space. So think of all the different services inside or outside a home, inside or outside an industrial building, inside or outside a commercial building. So HVAC, plumbing, electrical, roofing, garage door, landscaping, irrigation, mosquito and pest, foundation repair, elevator maintenance, anything that has to do with supporting that business inside or outside. There are probably 20 to 25 different sectors that would sort of fall into that broad umbrella. You can think of it as the trades, if you will. And so we've got specific industry niches that we focus on. Each of those niches have some similar characteristics in terms of the types of businesses they are, who their ultimate end client is, the way the businesses are structured, the infrastructure that needs in place. And so when we're talking to a business owner that's a seller, he's not having to explain his business to us because, we do manufacturing deals, we do industrial deals, we do retail deals. I mean, this is what we do. And so we know these businesses well. Not only do we know the businesses well from a seller standpoint, equally as important, perhaps even more important, we've got buyer networks established. And so when we go to sell a business, one of the things that we do is sit down with the owner, understand exactly the size of the business, the way the business is organized, the infrastructure that's in place. And we help determine with the owner, do we think this type of business is appropriate for a private equity consolidator? Do we think there's a strategic buyer that would be interested in the business? Do we think it's an owner operator that's going to come in and run the business the way the founder has? And so having that buyer network in place and knowing what those buyers are specifically looking for and being able to, on the front end, strategically advise and work with the seller as to which one of those groups of buyers we think this particular transaction is appropriate for, and being able to market that particular deal to a subset of that group. It allows us to be much more selective in terms of the engagements that we take on, because we want there to be good interest in the market. We want to be able to run a competitive process and bring multiple offers back to the seller so that he can choose which offer is the right fit for him. And so it's not like we're going to throw something up on a website and hope somebody comes by. We've got a specific plan, and we've got a specific strategy, and we've got a specific buyer group or combination of buyer groups that we know this particular business is going to appeal to. And so that allows us to run a more efficient process. With competition, the price of those deals gets bid up also. And we're much better at getting a deal closed quickly for the seller and not having to drag it out for months that turn into years.